Something you'd do yourself?
Not really. Maybe he's got a bit more pace, or he's a bit like there was something small in there that will have made him make that decision. Yeah.
Right. Okay. We saw in the first game we had Fabio using Chelsea, and he was often deploying Loic Remy as a centre back, which obviously is not what you'd expect from real life football, but it was a popular choice in competitive FIFA because of his pace, especially over someone like John Terry, or even Ivanovic, or Kurt Zuma. There's a few options there, but Remy was the man that was gone with.
It's a nice build-up play.
It is nice. Here's Royce on the right-hand side. What can he do? This is Brian attacking. It's a lovely bit of skill. Can he get it into the box? It's a goal, that would have been a lovely goal. Weidenfeller's save was enough. He didn't give the opposition, Dortmund, anywhere near, the sort of chance we saw that Courtois gave away against Dortmund in the first goal of the first leg. It was a shot on goal. It was a rebound, and Spence was able to dispatch it in that first leg, but not in that case.
I think he got a bit of tunnel vision then, because he'd done brilliantly 2 pieces of skill, create the space, but he wasn't in a good position to shoot. I think he maybe should have looked for a pass instead, because he was at a tight angle. Yeah,
and that's the tricky thing, is you've got to be able to make that really important decision when all the blood goes to your head and you're thinking, right, this is where I'm going to score, this is where I'm going to score. Being able to make that extra pass, the sort of thing we've seen Arsenal and Barcelona do over the years, where they get through on goal, you think now they're going to score, and they just do a sideways lateral pass to an unmarked player, and he's got to tap it into the empty net. To be able to do that in FIFA, everyone calls a lot of those sort of goals sweaty goals in a traditional sense. You run down the flank, you put it in and score it. But in that scenario, he'd actually worked through with one player. He had a clear shooting opportunity, and to pass it then, I think, takes real kind of patience and composure.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't know how the goalkeeper's going to react on this game. No. Sometimes they'll pull off a wonder save, and another time they'll let one go in, which was through the legs or something like that. So
don't get me wrong, it's super frustrating when it happens to you. However, I do kind of feel as a neutral that I like that element of it, because it's realistic. You don't know how a keeper's going to save it in real life, and they do sometimes let it through the legs. Maybe it happens a little bit too much in FIFA 15, but the random factor is, I think, quite reflective of real life.
Well, yeah, I can see that they're trying to make each game more realistic, but sometimes on FIFA a shot can be from 30 yards along the ground, going straight to the keeper. It's gone through his legs. Yeah. You literally just do not know how the keepers are going to react. So I'm surprised we haven't seen a lot of long-range shooting. I mean, Fabio had one long range in the first goal. Yeah,
Eden Hazard outside the box. You don't see as much. And I think that going back to the goalkeeper thing, I think that one of the reasons that's quite frustrating, especially within the kind of competitive scene, is that part of being good at competitive FIFA is we talked about it earlier, finding out the little things in the game, little idiosyncrasies that you can conquer and think, okay, when this happens, put 2 and 2 together. And with the goalkeepers, you can't do that. You can't say, if I shoot it here, it's going to go here, so I'll be here. Yeah. Because they're just random. They're just crazy. So that is one thing I get the frustration on that part for sure.
I mean, it's just if you're in a competitive game, you don't want it to be decided by a stupid moment like that.
But then that again and again, coming back to real life, which we have to draw parallels with. How often have we seen a dodgy mistake or something, a bad decision? It makes it. They do win and lose games in real life. So why shouldn't that happen in FIFA?
I understand that point, but there needs to be a balance between realism and the game. I mean, in real life, goals are scored that are offside that get given. They'd never happen in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean,
you're right. Yeah, there's a balance there.
I mean, Alejandrooo had a good spell of possession just around Brian's box. You can see him slowly building his confidence up. Again, as we say, it's his first line event. So
here we go, Blazakowski into the box. Can he get it across? Maybe didn't want to use his left foot to cross it there.
See, there's a contrast in styles of play. Alejandrooo definitely wants to pass it a lot more. He wants to work a really good opportunity where, as you saw with Brian, as soon as he had the chance to shoot, he did.
Yeah.
Most players in that situation then wouldn't have cut back. They would have just crossed that to the back post.
Triple tap maybe.
Yeah, even that.
I'm a big fan of the triple tap myself.
Now these crosses from these areas from free kicks usually result in a goal.
Okay, well it's the 86th minute. Remember, this is a 2-legged tie, so it won't write anyone out of it, but it will be a massive boost going into that second leg if Brian can nick a late goal here. And it's not the best delivery I've ever seen. And who's going to get it here? It's important that he holds onto the ball and doesn't allow a counter-attack. Gross-Kreusch to Aubameyang. No, it's a great tackle from Durm. He's got a little bit of room here. That left-hand side is open. He's attacking it.
This could be a last-minute counter.
Here we go. Aubameyang back to Durm.
It's going to be a smashing grab.
Can he do it? No, it's a poor ball. And I think if Brian does what he should do here, that's probably going to see the game out now. And we're going to go into the second leg.
I think there's one more attack left for Brian, but...
Oh, hello. Yes, Aubameyang's turned Socrates. He's got the pace to turn and burn.
See, he just does. For some reason, it just does not look like he's going anywhere.
Pezakovsky, yeah, the whistle's going to go any second, I think, unless we see a really late one here. The through ball for Marco Reus has been held up a little bit. That's good defending. Yeah. And the whistle surely is going to go any second. The second leg will start with a 0-0 score in aggregate. I think.
Still time.
The whistle does not want to be blown though. The ref is allowing one more phase.
No.
Surely now we're going to see it. Oh, it's messy. It's getting very messy now.
There we
go.
There
it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, who was on top for you in that game?
I'd say Brian had. Look at the stats.
Possession was pretty even. Goals, shots, were very even as well.
I mean, yeah, I would have said Brian had the better of the game. I mean, his chance was better than any that Alejandrooo made, but there wasn't really a lot in that game at all. No, and maybe we'll see more in the second leg. Maybe someone's going to go for it a little bit more, maybe change the formation slightly, or we could see a similar kind of stalemate. I mean, there could have been goals there. Yeah. I think we'll see a lot of games with next to no chances but 1 or 2 goals. Yeah, well, I mean, like, in that game, you got to look back to the penalty decision. That could
early on
costly.
As well.
Yeah, I mean, that was a Stonewall penalty, which you never got. But you know, Brian's got to go into this game now, like thinking, right, what can I do differently? I'm guessing they're going to use the same colours again to make it easier for us. Hopefully, we'll keep Brian in the black and Alejandrooo in the yellow. Whoever goes to 5 at the back. We know he loves his 5 at the back. So it's going the same again. Yeah. I can't see any noticeable lineup changes. I think it's going to be probably the same. Yeah, I'm surprised one of them hasn't switched something up. I mean, they're both put Aubameyang up front for Brian, giving that pay. I know his finishing's not the best, but at least try that and then maybe change it back. I don't know. But I mean, neither of them left anything in that game at all. So, like, for them both to stick to the same formation, it's surprising. That's why Piszczek's not a right back. He plays him centre back, does he? Oh, I didn't notice that. No, I mean he's dropped Hummels. He's dropping Hummels. Is that a pace thing? It surely has to be. I mean, Hummels is an 86. He's a great centre back. Yeah, I mean, a World Cup winner, no less. Yeah, and he's dropping him. Controversial. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Alejandro's got him in there. He has. Yeah, just into preference. I mean, you've got 3 centre backs in the 5 back formation. To not have Hummels in one of your 3, I know he's not had the best season. I know Dortmund have been struggling in real life, but come on. Yeah, I know. I mean, he's 86 on the game. I think. Yeah, I can't endorse that decision. I've got to admit. I mean, in fact, I'm not sure I want Brian to win anymore. Yeah. Now seeing that he's dropped Hummels, I think I've just become an Alejandrooo fan. Yeah. I mean, look at Alejandrooo. He's got Hummels right at the heart of it, smack bang in the middle. Gotta be. He's a captain. He's a club captain. You don't. I mean, does it? Probably doesn't have any kind of effect in the game. But I like to think that the boys are going to perform better knowing their leaders there. You know, he's taking him out. Who's he made the captain? I need to know. You know, I don't think he's thought about this. It'll probably be Piszczek, whoever he swapped with Hummels. Piszczek at centre back. You know, Kroos at right back. Is he really that superior than having Piszczek there and the Hummels in the middle? Well, I think Piszczek, like in a lot of 4-star tournaments, I use Poland, Lewandowski up front, and I'll have Piszczek centre back. Cause he's strong. He's got some decent pace for a centre back. So he is good at centre back. It's more about he is good, but I think Socrates must have some pace that I haven't seen either. And they've got Subotic as well. They've got a number of centre back options that Piszczek's getting in front of. But again, it's even less shocking than Remy at centre back. So, you know, we'll see a few things like that. Yeah, I mean, I know I keep like saying that like Aubameyang just doesn't seem to be getting any pace of, and the reason for that is because his dribbling stats aren't actually that great, and he's more of an off-the-ball fast kind of guy. Yeah, I mean, if you look at Ronaldo, they're so quick because obviously he's got the pace, but his dribbling stats are good as well. Same with Messi, Neymar, and Gareth Bale, and so on. What's he going to do? Indecision. That's what I feel is costing Alejandrooo right now. We had that moment with Pezakovsky in the first leg, went down the left. Similarly there with Marco Reus. He didn't put the cross in early. He didn't cut in. He waited. Chance gone. I think, to be honest, I would have done the same as him there. Yeah, with the cross. Oh, this could be a good opportunity. Oh, it's a great turn from Gundogan. Bang! Oh, even the player on the line isn't able to stop it. That's got to hurt. Yeah. That's got to hurt Alejandrooo there. The 5 at the back formation has leaked a goal. What's going to happen now? Get your ball out. Your crystal ball. Well, after the first game, we'd have to ask, probably going to finish 1-0 now. Yeah. I mean, Alejandrooo, we'll see now if he's going to change it up. You'd expect him not to, though. He's going to stay 5 at the back despite being 1-0 down in aggregate. I mean, I think it's what he knows. He knows he's good with it. So for him it works, but obviously in this game he isn't at the moment. So I think he'd give it to about. I'll say if he hasn't changed by the 75th minute, I don't think he's gonna.
Okay. Well, I think, Stan, remember this is a game over 2 legs, but that first leg was 0-0, so it's only the score in this game that matters. Yeah. And right now it's 1-0. It's obviously Dortmund v Dortmund, but we've seen Brian's black-kitted Dortmund take the lead. Oh, that's unlucky. The cross hasn't fallen to Gundogan there, who got the goal for the away kit Dortmund, of course.
There's a corner there, though. I mean, he's going to go for the short, I think, is he?
Do you ever employ the strategy where you go short, you pull your guy to you, they bring someone with him, then you put it in the box anyway? Oh, it's a header. I think that was going wide anyway, but the defender was there to do the job.
Not necessarily. I usually try and make the short pass as quick as possible, just so they've got a bit of room to like make a pass or get the cross in. I mean, looking back to that goal that Brian scored, he's pretty bad defended by Alejandrooo. I mean, he was just he was using the double pressure button and not using one of the defenders that were close to him, which is why the space opened up. I mean, he did the right thing by trying to put the player on the line, and you know, 9 times out of 10 the player would have just easily cleared that, but for some reason they just let it go in. It's going to be a good chance.
Oh, we needed that to go in.
That was a good chance.
To make the tie a really interesting corker, would have made it 1-1, but that was a similar kind of territory to where Hazard scored for Chelsea, a little bit nearer.
Yeah.
But I mean, that top left corner could not be found on that occasion. Yeah,
I mean, Ramos is a striker as well, so you would have expected him to score that.
Not the most clinical strikers, no, finishing not his forte, I wouldn't say.
No, definitely not. I think he's definitely there for his height and pace.
If you're talking about finishing, let's open it up to the whole of FIFA. Number 1 in the game, who's your man?
But in the game, it's probably going to be Ronaldo, isn't it? I think Messi's got the better finishing on the game, maybe than it's probably only 1 or 2 ratings in it. But you know, if you had to pick one striker on the game, I don't think anyone would pick anyone else other than Ronaldo. He's just so quick.
And when we do see Real Madrid and Barcelona, which I'm sure will not be too far away, would we expect both Ronaldo and Messi to be used as strikers?
Yeah,
out and out strikers, or would they see him in the cam, left midfield, as Ronaldo's most known position is?
You'll definitely be seeing Ronaldo up front. If there's anyone who plays him anywhere else other than striker, I'm going to be heavily surprised.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good play.
Off the post from Alejandrooo. That's unlucky. That's really unlucky.
He seems to have kicked into gear since the goal. It's really... it's a foul.
He's responded well. He's responded well with 5 at the back. You know, he's shown that he can do it with 5 at the back, but he just hasn't found the back of the net. So yeah, Ronaldo you'd expect to see as a striker. Messi?
For me, when I use Barcelona, I use a 4-2-3-1, and I'll play Suarez as a striker and Messi at the centre attacking mid. It's just because when people use 4-2-3-1, often you'll see the centre attacking mid just as advanced as a striker. Right. So it's kind of just like having 2 players up front, and you know he's there for the counter attack. I usually put Neymar one wing, Pedro the other, and Messi centre attacking mid, but it's going to be down to preference. I think most people will have him up front now.
Aubameyang, it's got to be a goal. Oh, I'm telling you, I'd be disappointed with that. Weidenfeller's, it's gone right next to his right leg. He's reached for it, he's just missed it. I think that's savable. I really do. And I think that's going to end the tie.
Yeah, I think that's game now. I mean,
frustrating goalkeeping. I mean, don't get me wrong. The mistake was letting Aubameyang in that area. Once you're in the area, you've got to expect to concede. However, you wouldn't expect to concede from that shot, I'd say. He could have done a better shot, but the goal it stands, it's a good goal, and it's 2-0.
I mean, surely he has to change his formation sometime soon. I mean, 1-0's one thing, but you know,
I worry about him. I worry about his longevity in this tournament. If even when 2-0 down, he doesn't feel safe moving from 5 at the back. I think that's a problem.
Well, yeah, it's a good point. I mean, I was having this conversation with a few of the players yesterday. The 5 at the back formation, it does work, but I find it only works effectively with Real Madrid. Right. Because what players will do, they'll play on the counter, and when you've got Ronaldo and Bale to play on the counter with, it's really effective. But here he's got Royce and Aubameyang, but you know Royce is good, but Aubameyang's just not got the quality. He's just a pace player.
I find it interesting because, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a set formation you play with, you're friendly with, you like it. Oh, we could have a 3rd goal here. Oh, that's unlucky. And the rebound falls to him. That's the difference. We saw Alejandrooo hit the post and get nothing for his efforts, but Brian has got a lovely little rebound falling to him. Aubameyang with his 2nd of the game. And now he's changing formation, but I think it's too late. I can't see him. I mean, that would be a turn up for the books to see Brian capitulate and concede 3 goals now.
Definitely. I think the game's over, but I think... you know, we'll have to see what Alejandrooo can do with 4 defenders. I'm not sure how confident he is with it. I'm not sure how much he's practiced with it because, you know, I think coming into the tournament he would have been thinking, right, you know, I'm good with 5 at the back. That's all I'm going to need. Yeah.
But I think that's a weakness. I've got to say, I think there's nothing wrong with having a formation you prefer, but to not have played enough with the other formations, because you can't predict what's going to happen in a tournament. You have to be prepared, contingency plans. What happens if I'm 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 down?
Yeah.
And if he's not ready to do it, I mean, he's brought Kagawa on for Socrates now, but I think it's too late. It's almost half time in the second leg, 3-0 down. You know, it's going to take a miracle.
Yeah, well, you know, I hope he can come back because, like, I know he's a good player and I know he can go far in this tournament. So, I mean, I guess.
Maybe he needed the first goal. Is that it? He needed the first goal.
A lot of games on FIFA.
Here you go. He could shut me up here, though. Oh, there you go. He started. The comeback is on. Do I hit Istanbul? 3-1. It could happen.
It could.
It's potential.
I mean, he did have chances before that as well. So, I mean, you know, I think Brian should be winning. He's had the better chances, but.
Yeah, he definitely deserves his lead, but I think 3-0 was kind of.
I think he's a bit harsh.
Yeah. Definitely. But he needs 2 more. Yeah. Alejandrooo needs 2 more goals. He's no longer seconds. This is what I'm talking about. It's literally seconds after he changes from 5 at the back, he goes and scores. If that is not, you know, it's going to make him rethink his strategy in future games, I don't know what will. This is a great run from Aubameyang. Is he going to sweat it? Oh, he sweated it. And I think it was the wrong decision. Yeah, I think it was the obvious decision, but the wrong one.
Yeah, he should have run it. I think he's running it round the keeper would have been a better option. Yeah. He's absolutely bottled there. That
would have been game on.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Well, I hope you're enjoying this at home as much as I am, because this is getting interesting now. It's 0-0 after the first leg, even quite far into the second leg 0-0, and suddenly we've seen 4 goals out of nowhere. 3-1 up, Brian is in the black kit of Dortmund. Alejandrooo no longer using his 5 at the back formation. He's gone more aggressive, and since he's done it, he's looked a completely different player. And I'd say he can get another one, at least one more.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he's just shown, like, he should have scored 2 in 2 minutes. If he scored that, the game would have been completely different. I mean, Brian would have, I think Brian maybe would have, like, changed his formation, probably tried to see the game out.
It's all Alejandrooo right now. I mean, what formation did he go to?
I think he went to a 4-1-2-1-2.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's not too different. I mean, what's going to be interesting is after this game, what's Alejandrooo going to do? I mean, since he's changed his formation, he's been playing really well. So is he going to think to himself, right, you know, I'm going to stick to the 5-3-2, or am I going to go to the 4-1-2-1-2, which I know I've just played well with?
Exactly. I think it's a no-brainer personally. But it could be all over. That's a penalty. Yeah. That's a penalty. Another penalty.
Let's just hope the keeper doesn't get sent off.
Just when he thinks he's out, they pull him back in. And now it's going to be 4-1, I think. I don't see him missing this penalty, do you?
Well, we've already seen 1 missed penalty.
I know, but I'd expect this to go in. I expect Marco Reus to put this, I would say, top left-hand corner.
Yeah, I think he's going to go left as well.
Yeah, we'll find out if he's listening to us right now. He's hitting it with Aubameyang. He's going for the hat-trick. That is obnoxious.
Well, I've got it right.
He got it right. He went to the top left. Yeah. He got the goal. He's got the hat-trick. A hat-trick in a competitive tournament like this is not an easy thing. It's not easy.
Not without Ronaldo.
Not without Ronaldo, with Aubameyang, of all people, who last game we were talking about isn't the best finisher. Well, he shut us up, isn't he? Because he scored 3 goals.
I mean, Alejandrooo can count himself a bit unlucky. I mean, that was just one through ball, and he was, you know, he was in.
And now it is game over. I think.
Well, we thought that.
I'm happy to eat my words. I don't mind eating them, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No, I hope there's something left in it for him, because again, I think the scoreline's slightly unjust.
For sure, we've seen a very, very, very convincing performance in front of goal from Brian. He took a long time to create the chances, over more than one game. This is the second leg, but when he got them, he took them, and that's the important thing. I think that is what's going to separate the winners from the losers.
Yeah, I mean, Alejandrooo he needs to be careful he doesn't let his head drop, because you know he's
surely not 5. Oh, that would have been so unfair. But I feel like he rushed that chance.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a corner out of it. Brian's attacking play has been pretty good. He's making some nice quick passes. He always seems to be picking out the right player as well. You know, he's starting it well. He obviously wants to come back and win it after finishing second last time. So there's no better way to start.
Maybe I'm wrong, but do you think that on that penalty he was trying to get, we'll call it showmanship? You know, he was 3-1 up. He's feeling confident. He gets the penalty. There's no doubt about it that Marco Reus is the preferred penalty taker in this team, statistically speaking. Yeah. He goes with Aubameyang to complete the hat-trick. Is that just a little bit of a jibe to his opponent to say, look what I'm doing, mate?
No, not really. I mean, if he would could put his keeper on it then, definitely. But Aubameyang, his penalties obviously aren't that bad. Usually you don't even look at the player's stats. You'll just see if...
Oh, we could have a fifth. Surely, bottom corner, finesse. It's a good save though from Weidenfeller.
I thought he was going to pull him down then. Usually we don't even look at the stats. We'll just see if the green bar's big enough. I mean, if you think the green bar's big enough, then you won't even bother changing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be a penalty then.
Yeah. We've seen 3 penalties now. Is it 3? I believe we've seen 3. Yeah, we've seen 3 penalties. 1 missed, 2 scored across the legs. Here we go. Can we get a 5th? Ramos!
Yeah,
oh, Weidenfeller.
He's just running away with it now.
I mean, that again is another example of one that I'd expect to go in, but not like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I expect just a bottom, bottom corner, right foot, near post finish there, not to go straight through the hands of Weidenfeller. I'm disappointed with him, Weidenfeller. You've been poor in the yellow kit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Alejandro's got to be very careful because goal difference could play a part. So
if goal difference is going to come into it, then he needs to get some back because he's -4 right now, which is not a good place to start. No one wants to lose their first game as it is, let alone come out of it with a punishing goal difference like that.
After the first game.
Oh, he's just ripping him apart. Yeah. You're right. He's not ready without 5 at the back. He's a 5 at the back man. He looks much tighter than this. Gundogan.
Yeah.
Not a 6th. Surely not a 6th. Oh my God. This is becoming painful now. Come on, Alejandro. You need to get yourself a goal, mate. Keep yourself in it. Can he get one? Mkhitaryan to Gundogan. Bazakovski's going to run down the left.
Brian's just playing it exactly how he needs to. He's just not giving him any time with the ball whatsoever.
That's a nice pass.
I mean, Brian could happily just sit there now and keep the ball and just win it easily. But
that's a lovely ball.
He's going for ball.
Oh, that's cheeky. Oh, my word. Oh, that's unlucky. That was the best build-up play we've seen. Here it is. Here it is. Wow. You got to applaud that. It's 6-1. That is 5 goals difference.
That was fantastic play.
That was lovely. That was lovely.
There's a good, I think there was 2 opportunities where he could have shot, then he passed. He's such a nice teamwork goal.
Just to educate some of the people watching and also myself about, what we can expect today. Would you expect to see 7 goals in one game? Is that typical?
Well, I have to see 0-0 in the first leg.
No, exactly. Same team, same players.
Yeah, no, you're not going to get many results like this today. I mean, I think it's a bit of an experience on Alejandro's part. It's a little bit... I want to say it's harsh, but in a way, it's nice. He's worked his chances well and he's took them all.
Yeah.
Alejandro maybe could have had a couple more himself, but Brian's just playing exactly how he needs to, as I said earlier. He's just
oh my God, not 7. Oh my God, almost 7. You know what? I think that I do think that Brian got slightly lucky with some of the finishes. I think he was great to create the chances, but should actually have finished better. I could imagine if his finishing stays as it is, and he doesn't get the luck of the keeper's poor performance, that he might struggle to score against some of the better teams, because I don't think his finishing's been amazing, but I think his build-up play has been top quality.
Yeah, definitely. His build-up play has been fantastic. And as for the finishes, I mean, in terms of finishing, Dortmund are going to be one of the weaker teams. So to be able to score 6 with Dortmund, I think he shows what's to come, really. Yeah,
I mean, it's versus Dortmund, so you'd like to think that it's cancelled out, and Real Madrid versus Real Madrid should be kind of similar in terms of player on player. But yeah, I mean, we haven't. So in the 4 games we've seen so far across the 2 kind of legs per game, the most goals we've seen in one match has been 3.
Yeah.
Before this,
and then
7.
7, and it's still not over.
I think we'll see another one.
As I said, there won't be too many games that have goals like this, and this game definitely doesn't. This game definitely doesn't represent how good Alejandro actually is. It's just a bad game, I think.
Well, the good news is he's got 2 more chances to show what he can do. Both 2-legged games as well, so I'm sure he'll come back from this. And what if you're Alejandro? What are the key learnings? Because we were talking earlier about when you play these games against other really good players, the most important thing is you learn something from it. What does he learn?
It's hard to say, really, because he's just every time Brian's got a chance, he scored it. I mean, his defending for the first goal wasn't very good, but he put a player on the line. He should have blocked it, and there's game over. 6-1 for Brian. Wow,
6-1 to Brian, wearing the black Dortmund kit. Alejandro goes down. Look at that. I mean, you can't. I was sort of taken away from his finishing, but he's had 10 shots, scored 10 goals. So you can't argue with that.
Yeah,
that's incredible. 10 shots, 10 goals. So Alejandro's got to try and pull some positives out of a game he's lost 6-1.
Yeah,
not easy to do. Formation, I think, was key, especially as we saw Dortmund versus Dortmund, 0-0 in the first leg. it was a chess match, and then the pieces just started tumbling down.
Yeah, well,
and his king just got flicked away, and he's just left with just a little horse. Yeah,
the first game was 0-0, so he's got to think to himself, right, I'm not going to be able to play that bad every single game. And he's gone from 0-0 to 6-1. So
in what? I think it was maybe 20, 30 minutes into the second leg. So he went 100 minutes without conceding a goal.
He's definitely better than that, and I think he will come to show us in the next 2 games. He's just got to make sure he doesn't let his head drop too much, because, as I said, like, he did lose 6-1, but it was just one of those games. Like, he's not that bad. And
we've still got a lot of FIFA to play, guys. We've just seen 2 matches so far. You know, we've got 4 groups. Each group has 4 players in there. Every player's got to play all of their 3 opponents once to find out who wins the group, to find out who goes through the knockout stages, and eventually tomorrow we'll find out who our winner is of this first Spring Masters for Gfinity. I'm looking forward to seeing more. The games have been really good. There's been a lot of goals, a lot of good quality goals.
Yeah, I mean, some of the teamwork goals Brian had in that game were absolutely brilliant.
Okay, and we're going to go over to Chris now. He's going to talk to the guys that have just played.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Brian to talk about that previous game. Brian, it was quite a difficult match, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, the score is hard, but in the first game I don't play really well. I go straight to the attack. I don't take my time for play, and it's my play style. So I have the luck to play better in the second, but it was hard at the first.
Absolutely. I was going to say it was a very difficult first leg, but you absolutely smashed him in the second one. You really came out on top and proved who the better player was. You both picked Dortmund. Is there any tactics behind that? Are you quite a fan of Borussia Dortmund, or is it one of those teams you just want to get out of the way?
No, I think it was a good team for start. I like this team, and the win was important, so I take them.
Okay, yeah, I quite like Borussia Dortmund. I mean, they've got a lot of really good players on their team. They're probably not one of the teams you want to be taking towards the final of it. Have you got any tactics going forward into the tournament?
Well, it depends of my results. If I win my next game, I will try to conserve my Real Madrid, but we will see. I don't know for the moment.
Absolutely. Well, I hope you progress well into the tournament, as does everyone else. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more action after the break.